What's up, guys? It's your boy Jelly Andy 14 back with a reaction video. Today we've got the Asylum. It's called 5 Minutes of Fame, and it's a crazy diss. That's Kraze. Thanks to Trippy J who asked me to do it. We'll get into it. I've not heard the song. I don't know who the Asylum are. I don't know who Kraze is, so I don't know how well this is going to go down, but we'll see. Like, share, and subscribe, guys.
Welcome to the circus, bitch.
The K is for the killer.
I'm 16.
The R for the retard and
You know what it is, so many things.
A for the acid
Like
raps.
that
Right, so to start off, they are spelling out his name and they are just taking the piss out of him. And they're doing ad libs, like he says A for the acid raps, Z for the body bags with zippers, and then it says, like, got more pussy.
C, the body bags with zippers.
I wasn't gonna do
E
this.
for the ecstasy
Really
I'm
wasn't.
feeling when
I had
I
a lot
kill
of
this
requests.
key. Yo, let's add another one to make it even funky.
E for the ecstasy, obviously, which is a drug which gets you high, and also he'll be ecstatic when he kills the kid in the rap.
Do it. Like, fuck it. Here we go.
Yo, somebody better pass me the mic, cause I'm about to burn this bitch down without a match or a lighter. I'm about to murder this clown. I got a dagger in sight, and I see the bitch in you. I can't tell if you fag or a dyke. His reactions are tight, so Rocket came to handle with the body bag. You're diss false, and if we hooked you to a polygraph, you'd probably get so nervous you'd have a fucking heart attack. Heard the maniac fucked your bitch, and he never called her back.
So he starts off, this is Layman, starts off saying, somebody better pass me the mic because I'm about to burn this bitch down, as in the guy Kraze, without a match or lighter. So that's how good he is, because he can burn him with his lyrics, doesn't need a match or lighter. I'm about to murder this clown, I got a dagger and scythe, and I see the bitch in you. I can't tell if you fag or a dyke. So the fag obviously is related to the match and liar, and obviously fag is a slur for gay and dyke is a slur for lesbians. Controversial that he's using those words in this day and age, but you know, that's his choice. I can't tell if you're a fag or dyke. His reactions are tight, which is the opposite to what it would be, I guess, if they were gay or lesbian. I don't know. I suppose, I don't know. So Brooker come to handle with the body bag, because he's killed him. Your diss false, and we hooked you to a polygraph. Obviously, polygraphs tell you whether you're lying or whether you're true or false questions. You'd probably get so nervous you'd have a fucking heart attack. Heard the maniac fucked your bitch, and he never called her back. So basically, you know, shagged his girl, then left.
You didn't even send a text to me on Father's Day. What's wrong, son? Did you forget your favorite holiday? A Trippy had you stuck in the basement and you were locked away. Say you're gonna murder us all? Yeah, not today. I'll say it first, I do live in the burbs, so I don't wanna hear a word about it spit in your verse. I heard your diss and I was laughing like, this is your worst? The Trippy J, get on this bitch and fucking give him the work.
Okay, so Trippy J's on this track. I get it now. So he's the one who asked me to react to it. He's in the song. I was in the cipher that I reacted to last week. 6 Seconds says, I son you all and I didn't get a gift on Father's Day, and that's what he's basically saying here. Basically, you look up to me. And then did you get Trippy had you stuck in the basement and you were locked away? I don't know, maybe that is an actual thing, I don't know. Say you're gonna murder us all. Yeah, not today, I'll say it first. So he's basically saying you're going to murder us on the track. Well, no, we're going to do it first. And then he goes, I do live in the burbs, so I don't want to hear a word about it in your verse. Basically, yeah, it's kind of like an Eminem in 8 Mile, where he's like, I am a piece of fucking white trash, and I'll say it proudly. So the guy has nothing else to say, so he can't bring that up in his diss. And then looks like Trippy's about to give him a bit of grief.
I don't know where to start. Let's go to the finish line. Cool, sweet, and I'ma take my time.
Oh no, what have you done?
Alright, I took it in that fast. And for the bum people, you wouldn't catch that if I let you grab it. Crazing his arm and leg, it's a fall avoiding over his head like in 98 or 10 out of 10 cent filled lines. Dreams don't work if it's cast over, but I oversee, see over this smidgen of hide it, and then I would skip.
That is a good first part of his verse. I don't know where to start. Let's go to the finish line. Obviously, start and finish line. Sweet, then I'm going to take my time. Because obviously if he's started at the finish line, everyone else started at the start, he can take his time. Alright, I took it and I passed it. For the blunt people, you wouldn't catch that if I let you grab it. Pass the blunt, as in marijuana. That's a clever line, I like that. And he says, catch it if I let you grab it, so you wouldn't catch it if I let you grab it, because he's too quick, lyrically. Grazing his arm or leg, it's a fallout. Vaulting over your head, as in the lines are going over his head, like an outie. I rate 10 out of 10. As in he rates 10 out of 10. 10 failed lines. Dreams don't, and that's when he's talking about the other guy. 10 failed lines. Dreams don't work if it's cast over, which is the like DreamWorks. I think the production company. I think that's what that's to do with. What I oversee, see over this midget, as in this is what I. Dreams don't work if it's cast over what I oversee. So they don't. If he's overseeing it, it's not going to work because he's overseeing it. See over this midget, tall guy. A smidgen of height added, then I would skip. So far, I like this.
So say goodbye, so see you later. Be gone, high mind, bygone, by G one time. Beg one, sprinkle some time on the beef. Before the entree enters the room, impending doom. The third one isn't coming soon, dog. I took up your life. Living in a lie, you got it backwards. You're a Neil and you're kneeling to me.
He sounds like someone I know. So it's like an actual big time artist. I can't think of what he sounds like. Sounds very similar to him just then. Still say goodbye, so see you later. Be gone, hive mind. Bygone by a G one time. So obviously, like, let bygones be bygones. Beg once, sprinkle some time. That's clever. Beg once, so he's begging, not the guy's begging not to have this beef. So beg once, sprinkle some thyme, as in the herb, on the beef before the entree enters the room, impending doom. So the entree being the first diss, and the beef obviously being the animosity between them. He's saying sprinkle some thyme on the beef to let it heal, to play the beef down. That's clever. That's a really clever line. I really like that. The third one isn't coming soon, dog. I took half your life, which can also be linked to the fallout line a few lines up, where nuclear fallout. It's got half the like plutonium and what's it called? Nuclear substances. I can't think of the word now. Has a half-life. Living in a lie. You got it backwards. You're an aisle, and you're kneeling to me. Is that how you spell aisle?
Enters the room, impending doom. The third one isn't coming soon, dog. I took up your life. Living in a lie, you got it backwards. You're a Neil and you're kneeling to me.
Okay, you're an eel, or either way he says, and you're a Neil. You're an eel. So he's living a lie. You got it backwards. So he's then said the word lie backwards. This is eel, and you're kneeling to me. So you're a Neil and you're kneeling to me, as in bowing down to me, because he's much better.
In a lie, you got it backwards. You're a Neil and you're kneeling to me. Seriously. When you disappear, it disappears. Disappear with the clutch you wanted, but it disappeared. Disappears here. You're in a rocky situation. Boxed in, disappear.
When you disappear, as in when you diss a colleague, a diss appears, as in a diss song. Diss up here is as in this up here is the clout you wanted, like the shout out, but it disappeared. Disappears. Here you're in a rocky situation, as in Rocky the boxer. Rocky situation, boxed in, disappear. As in, wait. When you there's so many things confusing. When you disappear, it disappears. This up here is the clout you wanted, but it disappeared. Disappears, you're in a rocky situation, boxed in, disappear. As in, the way it's spelled here is pier, as in a boat pier, Rocky. Yeah. I can't quite get my head around that last line, and it's probably something jumping out at me that's stupid. But that entire little section there was, oh, perfect. I love it when people use the same words to change the meaning. So he's used disappear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in 7 lines, and every single one of them has meant something different. Just by the way he's paused in between each of the disappears, it's so good. I really like that.
Oh, so Larry David thinks he's crazy eyes killer. Thinks he's gonna beat us with 80% filler. Thinks he's getting clout from whipping his dick out. But 3 times as many viewers thought they saw a Boy Scout. I'm the one that's throwing daggers, you're the one that's spinning around. And maniacs to juggle over crazies, the one that's clowning. I doubt that you would mind it. You may call yourself crazy, you wouldn't last in my asylum. So
I don't know who Larry David is. Thinks he's crazy. I guess Larry David is crazy, as in the guy. Thinks he's crazy. Oh no, thinks he's crazy eyes killer. I don't know who Larry David is. Thinks he's going to beat us with 80% filler, so 8% of his song is filler lyrics, which mean nothing. And you ain't going to beat anyone with 80% of that. Thinks he's going to get clout from whipping his dick out. He got 3 times as many viewers thought they saw a Boy Scout, as in he's obviously a bit of a Boy Scout, someone who's not going to do anything bad, basically. I'm the one who's throwing daggers. You're the one that's spinning around, as in like the circus, which they're obviously talking about clowns. They have a guy or a girl on the board spinning around while someone throws a knife at him. A maniac's a juggalo, as in juggling, but crazy's the one that's clowning. Do you want to play a game is a reference to Saw, who has like the clown mask thing. I doubt that you would mind it, playing the game. You may call yourself crazy, which is obviously his name, but you wouldn't last in my asylum. So he's saying even though you think you're crazy, you're actually not as crazy as I am.
So, keep pushing, let me set the record straight. First and foremost, here's your 5 minutes of fame. You will never match what this hive mind doing. We can chop you up and profit off the prime time view. When you're a loco in the motive, watered up in my cathedral. You may triple the amount of views from this beef's little sequel, but you're lacking any kind of influence over these people.
So he says, keep pushing, let me set the record straight. First and foremost, here's your 5 minutes of fame. Whether those lines are what Crazy said to him or them, or whether he's saying it to Crazy, I don't know. You'll never match what this hive mind doing, so the asylum says the group of them. You'll never match what they're as a group are doing, because they're collectively all on the same page, like a hive mind would be. We can chop you up and profit off the prime time viewing, like on TV. You're a loco with no motive, as in locomotive. Quite like that. It's good, like a train, locomotive. Wandered into my cathedral. You may triple the amount of views from this beef's little sequel. So obviously they've had beef before, and this is a sequel to it. And you may triple the amount of views from this, but you're lacking